So I'm just busting through these videos. I want to get as many done as I can before I start uploading them, because I have this idea that I want to title them based on songs from Drake's Scorpion album, because I felt it was so relevant during Scorpio season. And he is a Scorpio, so a lot of it just makes sense, some of the song titles and the lyrics and everything, and his transformational energy over the years, and now he's at the top of his game. I mean, it's just like he's #1 on Spotify. Like everybody knows who he is by now. And his music is so universal, you know, it's like really easily accessible to everybody. I think that's why he's so popular too. It just doesn't confine itself to like one genre or anything. It's just all around. Oh wow. So Aries, love. We're still dealing with this. Coming out of Libra season. For most right now, it is more of a negative thing that's happening. So let's see for you guys what's on the table with love. Because this Venus in retrograde stuff has thrown everybody a huge boomerang, and it's coming right back around. It's like, you know, and it's like you got to duck. Otherwise, you're going to get knocked out by it. And a lot of this is like past love stuff resurfacing. You know, somebody that you never fully quit or you never fully moved on from is like going to come back and knocking, and it's really going to test you, especially if you are in a relationship. And if that doesn't apply to you, then there's a lesson happening in your current relationship, something that's going to be illuminated, some secret or something that you've been keeping from the other person or from everyone else, you know, in your friend group. And that's really going to see the light of day, and is really going to test you whether to not move on or to stick with it and see if you can grow from it. But man, Libra season, I am super glad it's over, because this year it was not enjoyable whatsoever. Really, really wasn't for me. Okay, so let's see here. Oh wow, so for you guys, wow, okay, for you guys, you're experiencing something really positive, really unlike anyone else right now. So this looks glorious. 10 of Pentacles, really bountiful love. You can really, you feel like this person is going to give you everything, that you can have it all with that person, financially especially, that you can have the house you want, the life you want, that you can really celebrate with this person, that you can bring them into your family life. You can introduce them to your, so if there's weddings, there's events like that, this person's going to come up, you know, as like maybe your date or whatever. And this joint group, this energy is going to allow you to be able to help people, because you're going to be more financially stable or well off, and so you're going to get back to that, achieving that balance financially, you know. Wheel of Fortune. So you're really ready for whatever kind of the universe throws your way. You guys have done really well here. I'm really happy to see this, because everybody else is still struggling. But Aries, you guys are Mars for a reason, because you guys defeat your battles, you win your battles, you're victorious, and we're seeing that here. You guys are doing so damn well. It's very cool stuff. So Wheel of Fortune, you're really open to kind of whatever the universe throws your way. You're back in your power. You feel like you can do it all. Because this financial stability with this lover, this glory is kind of speaking, and now you're grown from it. You have grown from it, and you're realizing that there is movement possible through this. I'm so happy to see this, you guys. I was really worried for you guys last in Libra season, and just for everybody in general. So This could really be some Gemini energy here because we got the Lovers and the Magician. Um, and okay, so Page of Wands, and then we move to this. So this is like somebody got away with something. Someone was a little sneaky, a little vengeful, and was kind of a little more manipulative. So they did get away with the little things, but you guys don't really care. You guys don't care. It's not affecting you. You're just like, whatever, call it a day, and I'm just going to move on through this. It's not worth my time anymore. So that's totally cool. Do you, because you guys have so much positivity. It looks like you're really blossoming right now. There's a lot of growth, and that's great to see. If you're feeling really creative, definitely go for it. It looks like it could really take you places. Some creativity. Um, so Six of Cups, though, there's this decision pending upon this person that's gotten away with something. Maybe you just don't know how to handle it. Maybe you're aware that they took something from you, and it's kind of forcing you to decide whether that person should stay or go. And I think you guys. I mean, it should be obvious, but it isn't obvious, and you're just a little scared. So even though this person, like, did you wrong, you're still like, well, I'm just too scared to, like, make a decision, a finality, an absolution. And yeah, that's okay. That's scary. I mean, we didn't get the Judgment card, so this isn't going to be like the end all be all of decisions. There's like other things happening in your life. So this is kind of a more minor thing to do. But you guys are like really, really trying to go places, and so this is going to distract you a little bit, So don't be so scared to pick the wrong thing because you guys have so much going for you. I really don't think this could interrupt this. Just be open to what fate and luck can bring your way because you're doing well for yourself. And that's all about manifestation. When we're doing well, when we're making the right choices, when we are feeling good, we attract more of that. And so that really seems to be happening here. So let's see what else, Aries. Okay, yeah. Oof, you guys are blessed. So lucky right now. So lucky. God, what is... okay. So some Virgo. So you guys are being very productive. You're being productive and you're getting more and more. Your cups are filling. You're really, really... It's really good stuff that's coming in, okay? Because you guys aren't standing still. Yes, there's a little decision that you have to make, but it doesn't look like it is overwhelming you anymore. If it's the same one that carried over from Libra season, it's not like paralyzing anymore. So that's great to see. You guys are moving. And it's only going to get better. Only going to get better. Maybe the only thing is this King of Cups. So if this is a water sign, a male water sign, that's kind of being manipulative, it's the same person here that you're just like, what do I do with this? It's just, I mean, just let it go. If they're trying to toy with you emotionally, if they're trying to kind of like trying to get some of this great stuff from you, if they want some of it, if they're kind of being like kind of vampiristic in a way, like the energy vampires. We can see that with King of Cups reversed. Oh no, oh no, guys. Okay, well, it looks really good, but this person is nothing but a dead end for you guys. Okay, you're really, really upset. really, really upset that this didn't work out, or this person isn't who they appeared to be. You know, it seemed like it was going to be really, really good, and then what happened that it got to this point? You know, what happened? So they completely changed on you, completely like went the other way, and you're just so shook by it. You're so like, what? Like you just can't understand, and it's making you guys so aggressive, so aggressive. Um, you're just looking for challenges. You probably will come out on top through most of it, but you're going to start getting, um, yeah, like really angry. It's almost like this is like the teenage angst card. And Aries is definitely like that. I don't feel like you guys ever fully leave that. The fire signs, like we can always be childlike in that way. You know, we get like pretty competitive. And then this is swords, so the conversations that you guys are going to have are going to be tough ones, and just don't because you just don't know how to deal with this energy. Don't start ridiculing others and bringing other people down, because it's not their problem, it's yours. um, yeah, it's going to feel like you really, really lost something there. um, but it's weird because it doesn't look like it's your, it doesn't look like what we started out with. It doesn't look like this. I think these are two different situations, from here to here. I think these are two different situations. So were you guys in multiple relationships? Were you guys like pursuing two different things? Maybe we're talking about like an affair that was happening or something. It's hard to say. But it almost looks like in the process where you were deciding, a decision was already made, or a choice was made, and then it brought about this loss. So it was like you didn't say what you needed to in time, or you didn't handle it in time, and so it just kind of fell by the wayside. And now you're really upset because it's almost like you missed your opportunity. um, that's kind of what I see, is like you feel like you weren't given a chance or something, or that someone brought this on and you weren't ready for it, you know. Oh, okay. We're seeing a lot of her right now. Um, Scorpio Empress energy, I guess all this Venus action happening. So, Empress reverse. Um, you guys started out the season so good, so strong. Um, Everything looks great, lots of celebration, giving back, being creative, seeing a path, and then all of a sudden, it's like this emotional wave hits you, and it just completely like um, turns the boat over, you know. And then we've got all this bad stuff happening now. Um, what the hell, you know? So Empress is in love. It's like maybe you guys. They say this about Aries, and that um, they have to detach themselves from emotions, or they have to go away. It's something they only experience on them by themselves. And so it's like you guys don't let people in that sense. And so it's almost like, because you don't experience it in the moment, once you separate yourself from the good situation or whatever, then you're going to start feeling this other thing. You're going to have like this delayed reaction, this delayed release. It's like when you take a drug, and it's not, it doesn't happen in real time. It happens like hours later, and that's what it looks like. It looks like you guys have put this off, this pain. You've said no to it, and then then you let it in and it's too much to handle. And so you start arguing maybe with your lover because you don't feel good anymore, um, because that situation was out of your control, or you just didn't make a decision in time. But I think it's a blessing in disguise what happened. I really think, even though it was hard, I think it needed to happen. Ace of Cups. And maybe that's why it happened outside of your control, was because you just weren't ready to handle it, and you have so much good going on. The universe is like, I got this one. I got this one. Don't worry about it. But on the uptake, you guys are just not handling it well. You aren't seeing it for like how lucky you were to get away from that, you know? Some of the other signs would really wish to have had this happen to them, because they are not moving through things easily. And it's like you guys can't be thankful for it. You know, Aries, I will say, you guys can be very unappreciative. Like, it's like, because you are so demanding and it's just so constant that it's like you take things for granted. And I do think that's what's happening here, because it's so second nature for you guys to ask for help. But you do take things for granted because you just do it so often. Um, and this is really tying into somebody that made you feel your youthful self and made you feel very young in that love. So if this is somebody that you used to be with, and you know, an absolution, or now they've left, they've gone, and then you're having a hard time seeing the negative stuff. You know, you're just feeling it, and a lot of what's happening right now with everybody is that they're idealizing situations that weren't helpful or beneficial to them, and I think that's what you guys will end up doing. Yeah, very, very youthful energy. Somebody that you felt like you could be a kid with, that you could play around with, maybe friend, and you're not able to access yourself because you aren't seeing that it was okay, that it diminished. I mean, it's like you can't, um, you can't revive your past. It's in the past for a reason. So it's like better to learn from it and move forward. Because everything goes dark in Scorpio season. It's getting a little colder as we move closer to winter. And you guys are not loving it. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Emotions. But you're, again, idealizing the past. You're making it out to be better than what it actually did for you, because it's comforting, because it's something that you got used to. So, I mean, but there's your answer. Just because it was comforting doesn't mean it was good, doesn't mean it was working. And um, God, this is happening to everybody. It's just so universally true right now. Between the Libra reading and the Scorpio reading, it's like the same themes are coming up for everyone. Like half of these cards I've already seen in the other readings. So it's just so weird how we can all be going through this simultaneously, which is kind of nice to see that we're not in this alone, but it doesn't make it any easier because you still have to deal with it. Oh, there we go. So, positive card. We're getting back to the positive. I know it doesn't look like it. This is Scorpio season, so just let it in. let the emotion in, see it for what it was, and then put it to rest. Put it to rest, okay? Move through it because you have a brighter tomorrow, a brighter future ahead, um, and it's just going to hold you back. And we don't want that. We want to be ready for this Sagittarian energy that comes up at the end of November. Um, and we want to truly transform through all of this. And you guys are really, really in your power to do that. You're just going to psych yourself out for a second there. And um, you just need to know that you can do this, and that you have so much going for you already. It's like, why take all that away? Why get unappreciative and just because you're not willing to let go of this idea that like you didn't act in time, or um, you didn't choose to do something in time, and so um, it just got taken care of like without your consent or something, but it was truly meant to happen that way. It was a blessing in disguise, okay? Um, and so don't let it affect how good you're feeling now. You know, let it in and then out, move through it. Um, you know, the sooner you experiencing it, the sooner you can move on, right? So, yeah, just don't idealize, really, really shed that skin, let it go, and start to see the sun again, okay? Light at the end of the tunnel. So you guys got this. I know it's kind of a short video. I was talking very fast, I guess. But I think I've just been seeing the same stuff over and over, and that I know so easily what to say because everybody's going through this in some way. It doesn't look exactly like this, but very, very similar themes. Um, but you guys know you have bigger things around the corner. This is just a speed bump of emotional turmoil. So, yeah. So you can do it. See you in Sag season. If you guys do want a personal reading, contact me on here. I usually do 30 minutes for $30. We can do it either Skype or FaceTime, whichever you prefer, or you can call me on the phone. So it's a lot of fun. It's way more personal, way more involved. There's a back and forth. You can ask me questions while I'm doing the reading, so you get even more answers. And obviously, I talk a lot, so if I go over 30 minutes, I will not charge you extra for it. Um, but yeah, if you want something like that, just contact me, hit me up. And like I said, I'm excited to see where we can go with this to Sag season because you guys have a lot of potential here, okay?